Shocking details continue to emerge in the savage murder of Linton teenager Caitlin Wolfe.
While other factors in the crime are perfectly predictable, like the alleged involvement of drugs. News 10's Brent Fraser brings us insight from an expert. Brent?
Patrice, most everyone involved in this senseless crime, even the victim herself, was under the influence of drugs, according to suspect testimony in this affidavit. And even though these synthetic or man-made designer drugs were outlawed in Indiana just last month, it does not mean they're out of reach.
There's always going to be pot and cocaine and heroin.
Designer drug expert Noah Coley says there's a certain euphoric high Randall Crossley and Jordan Buskirk might have been experiencing when they allegedly committed murder. Clinically, it's called excitatory delirium.
You lose your sense of reality. Like I said, the filters that you and I have when we go down the road and we have this weird thought of, what would it be like if I wrecked into this car? Those are intrusive thoughts. We all deal with them all day long. What if I stuck my finger in the light plug? We just have control of our capacities. When somebody who has gotten rid of those filters while being under the influence, they act on those.
Coley is a counselor at the Hamilton Center of Clay County. He's versed on the synthetic cannabinoid mentioned in this probable cause affidavit, a step-by-step account into this month's brutal murder of Caitlin Wolfe. Noah Coley says K2 is another synthetic drug. There's also bath salts.
Bath salts are they're almost a cousin to methamphetamine. It's a very powerful stimulant that is also in our area.
Another biggie in the Wabash Valley is something called Mad Hatter, according to Coley.
I run an adolescent program, and they talk about being under the influence of Hatter and stealing and wanting to do, hurt animals and hurt children and things like that.
Indiana Governor Mike Pence signed a new law a little more than a month ago outlawing these synthetic or designer drugs. By the way, Noah Coley says he'll gladly share his designer drugs presentation free of charge with any audience willing to listen. Patrice.
Disturbing information. Thank you very much, Brent.